Hello and welcome to my week 2 journal. My name is Kristen Rhiann Williams. Let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to be discussing the 4 steps of the problem solving process. Excuse me. The first step is understanding the problem. This is defined as figuring out what the problem is about. In any lesson or in any situation, you need to figure out what a problem is in order to solve the problem in the first place. The second step would be to devise a plan. This is defined as thinking about how to solve the problem. So this is just, a brainstorming portion of the lesson where we start to uncover some different strategies to tackle the problem. Then 3 would be actually carrying out the plan. This is defined as implementing the plan. So after we determine what the problem is, we brainstorm some strategies for a solution. Next, we would implement that strategy and plan. And then finally, step 4 is looking back. This is a reflection part of the lesson. This is defined as determining if step 3, which was implementing the plan, answered the problem in step 1, which was figuring out what the problem is about. So we need to reflect on our lesson in order to determine if it was successful. These 4 steps are critical to a successful lesson because they improve students' ability to solve problems. They are also able to apply this to many different types of problems. Next, we are going to be looking at the 3 stages of lesson planning. So there's 3 stages of the lesson planning, which are before, during, and after. The before stage is where the students mentally prepare. The teacher will make sure that the students understand the problem, and then this is a great opportunity to clarify their expectations for their lesson. Then step 2 is the during stage of the lesson. In this stage, students explore the focus task by letting go, listening actively, providing appropriate hints to students, and providing worthwhile extensions to our students. This helps the teacher understand a student's approach to a problem. The last one is the after stage. Students reflect individually and collectively as a class on what they have explored. This is great because it allows students to share ideas during the whole class discussion, and as they're sharing with one another, they are learning from one another, and this is great for reinforcing learning. These are critical to the lesson planning and its success because they allow students to focus on how they reached a solution, especially during that discussion portion. And word problem clues. After watching the video of the teacher, was able to kind of see how the teacher approached planning for her students. First, she reviewed vocabulary to activate prior knowledge. She not only looked at the problem by reviewing past vocabulary, but she also took this as an opportunity to introduce new vocabulary. And in this situation, the word was detective. Then they read the problems as a class and looked at a student's sample of work. The whole class was able to see how the student worked through the problem, and then they were asked to review the work. They reviewed it in a number of ways, independently. They shared with a partner, and then they talked it through as a class. And the teacher called on a few students, and then she posted a label of student responses to reinforce the learning. She was able to label it on the poster above all the students for them to review. This was a great example of a teacher utilizing the problem-solving process. And that will conclude my week 2, journal. Thank you.